Okay, I just want to show you guys some things here. Alright, you've got these springs here and those pins that pull those shoes up against your vacuum plate. Well, unfortunately up here, these vacuum plates rot out and those pins pop through, and now you've got a loose shoe, set of shoes inside your rotor here. This is your inner side, and these emergency brakes that go inside there. And when they let go, it can technically be a bad situation. Here's your adjuster, and there's a hole area back through here. It's like so, and then it's going to have it'll have a little boot on it, and then this actually adjusts, so you're going to get on that little foot there, and you're going to adjust it out where you want it. So this area here being so old and rotted out, a lot of customers up here aren't going to pay to have all this repaired. So and depending on who the mechanic is, they'll just take the whole thing out. You don't need it and that's why they just sit in here and they just rust, because people never use their emergency brakes on automatics. You put it in park, you're good. So what happens? You have brand new shoes in here, and then all that crap just rusts out, and then they let go. So, and then it's tough on the mechanic to change out those rotors. So that's that. All right, so let's go ahead and get this rotor back on here. I don't have a bottom one because that's right. Again, you can see right on through there that head, that hole's bigger. That hole's bigger than that pin there. Here's the other spring that would go right here. If I would be able to put something through there, I guess you could probably put a medium washer through here to go through that. But anyway. Also, something to look for is there's your anti-skid right there. And it's going to pick up on those teeth. So that's on. There's your plug, and it's coming through. So that's real important. If your indication says rear right or rear left anti-skid, goes right on through there. You got a little 10. Looks like a 10 millimeter. It'll pop right on in there. And that is part of your. That's actually part of your axle shaft. So there's no repairing that. All there is you can change the pickup. Okay, I've gone ahead and temporarily removed everything off of here because I don't have the spring. I'm not going to replace this freaking back plate. You can see how it pulled through here. The only way I really can do it is you only put some there they are right there, maybe small washers through there, and then that'll keep it from coming through. You've got two springs on both sides, and that pulls it together on this, in this section here. This thing here, when you pull from the back, it spreads it. So you got two springs on the back side, you've got your adjuster on the front side, and then you've got a spring. This is actually flipped up the other way. And then I found this, it was stuck underneath the anti-skid piece right here. So and then there's a spring that keeps these together, keeps this part here together, and also locks that. So that's that. I'm removing it for right now, and I'm gonna get back to replacing it, and we'll go from there. But right now it's gonna be unsafe if I don't remove it. The reason I'm back here is because of this one here, because of that. And see how it's not. She was complaining about vibration, so I've got another spare rotor, and that's what I'm doing. Now I'm in here anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little more grease in those on your sliders. Make sure they're good and sliding, and then put a little bit of grease on the bottom of your pads. Even though you do have little stainless steel pads that it sits on, and it's basically anti-squeak. Okay, I'm going to install that caliper. Your caliper to adapter. Caliper to adapter. 07 and earlier is going to be 132 inch-pounds. And your 08s and later are going to be 28 foot-pounds. That's why it's 132 inch-pounds, okay? And then, of course, you got the caliper. Caliper mounting into the front. And the caliper adapters, which is what we're doing right now, putting an adapter on. 07 and earlier, 100. So it sounds like your first generation, and then 08 and later is going to be 75 foot-pounds. All right. 75 on this one. And those are 18s. All right. Keep this out because I got to torque the wheels on it. Okay. And then your sliders next. All right. She's back together again. As you saw, I torqued that. I got these back in. A little bit of grease on the bottoms of them. And of course, grease the sliders. Make sure they're going to slide. And you put your upper bolts in. You may need something to hold those bolts. I think they're 15s. I didn't have to use anything, but and again, remember it's 28 foot-pounds, and that's not much. 28 or 132 inch-pounds, depending on what it is. So be careful you don't strip those out or snap off that freaking head. Okay, we're all set. Tire back on, torqued. Book says 85 to 115. Now make sure you pump the brakes before you roll out. You might be in. If you did all 4 brakes and you didn't pump them up, believe me, you're gonna get a surprise when you roll back out of the garage, because you'll be pumping in a hurry so you don't hit anything. So anyway, all right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, definitely share. You'll catch me on the next Dana Crosby's Garage Project Jeep.